Okay, this is a new thing I'm doing. I'm converting a Stihl trimmer gasoline model to electric. I had a Lynx from Home Depot electric trimmer, and here's the motor inside this Stihl trimmer spool for trimmer line. I mounted the Lynx motor right in there, drembled that hole out of the center of the spool, and this is a real heavy plastic that the spool's made out of, and kind of pieced together a linkage or drive shaft coupler to hook into the drive shaft of the trimmer stock or boom, whatever you want to call it. And I got a couple of screws here securing this in place. What I did was I just left this loose, and this slid. The motor slid in and out of here, and because of the weld right here, it stops on the stock or boom insert where your drive shaft is. And I didn't really want to grind that off, but this motor slides in and I can adjust it and just screw it right where the motor needs to be. So it's free enough in there where it slid in and out. So that's where I'm at right now. Okay, this is my attempt to make a 40-volt battery adapter. I went ahead and cut out the paper for the initial layer. I'm going to use this plywood. It's, I believe it's 1/8 inch. That fits right in the groove inside of the battery. So I'm going to try to make the first layer of the battery socket. You see I've got an old Lynx trimmers battery socket from the equipment itself, and I'm going to try to mold this so that this is trapped in the battery socket so it won't move around. You can just slide it in normally. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I got the 40-volt Lynx socket adapter made. I could have made it in just 3 layers. So what I want to do here is I want to put 2 or 3 screws through here on each end to mount it, because it's going to be beating around quite a bit. Let's see how good the fit is. It's pretty secure. So that's going well. So I've got a little more sanding to do on it, and I'll get back with you. Okay, I just wanted to show the layers. And this was one that I made this pattern off of a piece of paper. Traced it on the 1/8 inch flooring material, plywood, and it was too loose. It's slid back and forth. The dogs, when they popped out, they were just too loose right here. So if you decide to make something like this, it takes 1 1/3 layers. There's 3 layers in each piece of plywood, so it takes like just 1 layer more thickness wise to slide in there and be tight up and down. I'm going to paint this mount before I put it on. I've already tested the machine. Just for common knowledge, there's a 40 watt large slotted fuse in here, and I did by chance accidentally short it out. I had to take this apart, put a new fuse in here, and it wasn't easy to do. It's soldered to the control board that's in here on top of the batteries. So yeah, that was kind of a hard fix, but another lucky twist is I can still easily press the battery monitoring lights. So that was a good thing. It's going to go just like this on the equipment, and we'll see how it goes. Just wanted to add a little note that when you blow a fuse in one of these Lynx battery packs, which is now probably 4 or 5 years old, I guess, maybe. This thing's like new inside. I take really good care of everything I have, and it's like I've got 2 chargers for this, and I have 2 batteries, and you know, you could always there's another model of trimmer that uses similar batteries, but it won't work on a charger, so you have to buy another charger for the other style of battery. So you could maybe replace these cells in here if you really wanted to. It's pretty straightforward how it's made in there, except it's got a really complicated charge control board, BMS in here. So yeah, once you get that peeled away, rebuilding the cell pack shouldn't be a big deal. But this is probably why it's so complicated, because it's got, you know, the battery monitoring system. But when you try to plug this in after you blow a fuse, it'll tell you the battery's just bad. It'll have a cross through the battery, won't let you charge it, won't let you use it, and which is a good thing. I just want to let you know that, yeah, you blow a fuse in here, that doesn't mean it's burned up completely. You just need to replace that fuse. Now you could solder another fuse in, but you can't really easily remove the BMS control board off of the battery pack. So it's a little bit risky. I just cut the fuse off and put a slotted female connector on it, and then the fuse. So the fuse is on its own little wiring harness like. That's the best I can describe it. So there's plenty of room in here to do that when you take this battery pack apart. It's just 4 screws, comes apart really. It's really well made, comes apart really easy as far as getting to it. The cells slide right out of there. Yeah, I just want to add that little note that they can be fixed, and don't just throw it away, you know. Okay, I've decided that since this battery socket's going to be jiggling up and down, possibly the equipment drops, I'm going to put reinforcement screws in it, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to go ahead and put some more screws through the other side here, flush. So there won't be any worry, because I crazy glued these together, or super glued, and it's a good bond, but I like mechanical attachments better. Okay, I'm back. I did a little more work on this thing. We got just a little more work to do on prettying it up a little bit. This is Stihl FS 111. It had a bad flywheel, and I just replaced the motor with a Lynx trimmer motor, because the trigger burned up on the Lynx. It just melted. So I'm stuck with a couple of new batteries. They're like new, and this is how I mounted it. So I'm almost done here. This is off a Glad Hand, off a Trailer Airline. I just had this rubber just laying around.